Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Top of the afternoon, or should I be on the bottom of the afternoon? It is 5 p.m. and football is officially back. The Hall of Fame game is underway. It is the big three have assembled tonight. No, we don't care who's playing in the Hall of Fame game. We got a question for everybody that everybody always have this time of year. We're going to talk about, should the Cowboys play the starters in preseason or not? But before we get into that, you see above me right there, I got my girls tapping in from the nation's capital in D.C. Kales with the intels. How we doing, Kales?
Good.
Yeah, you ready for some football or not?
Hey, I get to hear my favorite words: neutral,
zone infraction, right? we got Body Cannabis Cowboy tapping in all the way from Colorado. That's right, we streaming from coast to coast, baby.
Yeah,
but
baby.
He's the host of the most. What's good with you, Bob? How's the weather in Colorado today?
Man, it's been 100 degrees for the last 2 weeks, but it was 65 the last 2 days. It's been amazing. Now it's probably about 85 right now. It's all right. I'm feeling cool inside the house. I'm good. As long as I can get it down to like the 70s in my house, I'm good. So yeah. I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good because it's football season. Yeah, you know how it is, man. I'm lit up right now for this, man. I'm really, really excited, bro.
Yeah. For everybody tapping in, we appreciate you watching. Do us a favor, leave us a comment and let us know what you're tracking. The Hall of Fame game is the first exhibition game to signal the start of a new season, so we're going to tap in with some live views and reactions for that. But shout out to everybody on Built Different Group, all of our Green Badge supporters. Yeah. Thank you for continuing to support us during the off season. We are officially back, baby. Appreciate all of the military Creator Con vets over there on LinkedIn and all my professionals. We'll see you back in Fort Worth, May of 2027. Shout out to all of the vets on LinkedIn. And then shout out to all the subs on YouTube. I know y'all are kind of like the third wheel, but we appreciate y'all because y'all know we're going to bring the Cowboys content. But the Hall of Fame game kicking off. Let me ask you a question, Kels. Do you know who's playing in the Hall of Fame game?
Yeah.
Bob, you know who's playing in the Hall of Fame game?
I know the Panthers are.
Yeah, I don't. I think it's Detroit and somebody like that. But anyway, it ain't the Cowboys. But y'all know every this time of year, everybody's always asking the question, should we play starters or not, right?
Yeah.
We always see it in the commentary on BDG. We always see it commentary everywhere out there. We're going to talk about that here during the show. But before we do that, we've got live representation from West Texas Cowboys Report. Mike on the mic tapping in from Concord. Let's welcome him to the show to give us a report today from Oxnard. How we doing, Mike?
Yeah, man, bless. How y'all doing, man?
Good, baby. Welcome to the show. Tapping in from Oxnard, man. You got the West Coast vibes going on in the background. You got the palm trees and everything, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the weather's out there good today, but you was at camp today, huh? Tell us about your experience at camp out there today.
Man, dude, it just seems like every year that I come out here, I just have an awesome time. Last year, I kept running into Trayvon Diggs and Micah Parsons everywhere and taking videos with them because they were staying at the same place. This year, the lady that the manager at the hotel made a mistake on my room, so she gave us like $100 in food at the restaurant and gave us VIP passes to Oxnard. And we were like literally right there, man. So if you go to my page for
Wow.
Texas Cowboys Report, I was real close. Like, you know how they have the VIP where everybody stands on the side? This is more like in a tent, where everybody has.
I seen some of your videos out there today, man. You were pretty close up there looking at a couple of units, it looked like.
Yeah, they interviewed Tyler Booker, Caleb Downs, Jerry Jones, and then Marvin, not Harris. He used to be the coach for the Bengals. Marvin, I can't think of his last name.
Marvin Lewis, there we go.
Yeah, Marvin Lewis was out there. He's got a new podcast he just started, and they were out there doing interviews. And man, the defense looked good, man. They were out there hitting hard, and there was interceptions and all kinds of stuff going on. It seemed like.
Okay. Well, good to have you to the show. We want to add you to the discussion. We'll have you talk about some other.
I was really pissed off for a very, very quick second, man.
Yeah, I'm glad it's just a groin injury because that's only like a couple of weeks versus something that could be season ending.
There's something about that position for the Cowboys historically since Sean Lee, where it just feels like there's a bit of a jinx there. People have panned out close and then they've gotten hurt. Linebacker is something we've just had no solid single linebackers for a long time, ever since we started that Rolando McClain thing where we were just kind of piecemealing our defense. It's good to see Barham in there and some of these guys doing some solid stuff, man. So I'm feeling good about the linebackers. The defense, I'm going to be watching it, man, because I keep hearing the same stuff from other people that you're saying that it's looking better, and that's exactly what we need to hear.
Yes, our wonderful little free agent from who was with the Chargers, Otita Obania.
Mm-hmm.
He has been showing out at practice.
Yeah, I've been hearing Otito a little bit more.
Nice.
Yeah. Who else? Let's see. I heard Phil Moffett.
Down. What you talking about? Willis?
Oh, Flo and Downs. They matched up.
Oh, okay. Flo and Downs. Oh, got you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Flo and Downs. Okay. I see
man,
what you did.
You gotta know Kels Steves it's been like this forever now. We know what Kels is doing.
Yeah. I'm just making sure everybody else is awake. Football's back.
Yeah.
That's what's up, PG. Yeah, it's listen, I don't know. I don't remember the last time we heard someone say, "Hey, this dude's looking real bad at camp right now." So, it's not only camp time, but it's also media time. It's unless there's media there seeing people do some real foul stuff, which is not going to be happening in open practices. If people are messing up, they're going to be pulled anyway. I don't hear a lot of negative stuff in camp a lot, but I'm glad to hear the positive stuff about the people we want to hear the positive stuff about. And I keep hearing real good stuff about Jaden Blue. That's a big, big question mark for this team right now. We need a backup, a running back, a solid one, and we need a backup quarterback. So besides all the glitz and glamour stuff that we're definitely going to talk about, there's some real bare bones stuff that we need to take care of this offseason.
Yeah.
Well, I know, Bob, you've been carrying the discussion about the defensive secondary, but Patrick No-C Walker published on the DallasCowboys.com site today. Malik Hooker on rejuvenated defense and Caleb Downs is special. That paired with what Kels just had to say about, Deron Bland and showing back up in form. I mean, that's got to be some good news. I mean, at least we're healthy. It's sounding good, right? But we got to make it look good. I understand. But I mean, we did have the worst defense in the league last year. So any good news is good news, right?
I think this defensive line is going to be a lot better than people are going to give it credit for. I understand Rashawn Gary's not exactly killing it in sack numbers over the last few years, but we don't need to worry about that. If people are just doing their job and not getting gashed, everything is going to fill up and work and fold back to linebackers and the back of the defense like it always has. And if there's pressure up front, people aren't going to be able to pass. Period. End of story. So I'm really, really hoping that's what happens. And got bad dudes on the line.
Yeah, and that's one thing, shout out to my frat brother, Rashawn Gary, but he has been applying pressure since the first day of training camp when they were
Speaking of pressure, I mean, Mike on the mic, you was out there looking at the linebackers today. What did you see amongst the linebackers out there in that VIP?
Man, I saw some hungry guys, I'll tell you that. But
turn your mic up a little bit.
Winners look really good.
There we go.
Ooh, yeah, that's good to hear.
Winners and Overshown, they looked in unison and they looked like they were in command, and that's a good sign to see. Like CP, he said that he was gonna. A lot of people were gonna have the responsibility, not just Overshown. There's other linebackers that run it too, depending on what set or what formation they're in. But it'll be primarily Overshown. But yeah, man, they look really excited to be there. It's just lovely here, man. The weather, just everybody wants to be here and everybody wants to be in the spotlight. But it was awesome.
Yeah,
Winters
Kels.
is a quick dude, man. Winters a fast dude. I'm excited to see that guy in the field. If I'm being honest,
I like Winters.
Yeah,
I've been watching a lot of his tape. From last season, and I would not be surprised if they give him the green dot helmet. And speaking of Demo, what's today? It was either Tuesday or Wednesday where he was he had to step out of practice.
okay. Physical or personal or?
Nah, I don't know if he tweaked something. I have to go back and get that.
I've been hearing that guy's green dot for sure. I almost feel like they've already given it to
D Winners.
Overshown.
Overshown.
Yeah. I feel like he's.
Yeah.
But again,
I don't know, but
just
compete with the compete mantra at camp. It just makes sense who's going to be the dog to really show up and earn it. So I think the pressure on everybody. I think especially because Debo came out there and said, "I want to show back up in camp and be that green dot middle linebacker everybody know I could be."
Yeah, but my main concern is he left out with the training camp position.
Oh,
what do you mean he left it out?
No, he left out. I don't know if it's an apparent injury. I have to go back.
Demo?
Yes.
Oh wow.
I know Ezaraku left the other day, didn't he?
Because he got in the scuffle and that ended his practice.
I didn't know about the Overshown deal though.
And I sore leg. Thank you. Yeah, it was a sore leg. So and that's my main. I think that was my main concern about giving Demo the green helmet because.
I mean injury. Yeah, he's got an injury history.
Yeah,
I understand.
There's
a liability there. That's why he's got to earn it. I mean, that's why I said he came out and put himself on the pedestal and said, I got to go. I don't know if that's him shooting his shot with the organization to say, hey, look, I'm capable and I'm going to show you, or don't leave me out because I'm coming, whatever it was. It's going to be interesting. It's good for our defense, though, because we were the worst last year.
Yeah, but again, if knowing Demo's history, I don't feel comfortable giving him the green dot.
And you know what? D was drafted in 2023, right? So he's been in the league a few years. He hasn't dealt with an injury until the end of last season, from what I remember. So he seems to at least been healthy the entire time. So that kind of makes more sense. He's, obviously considered maybe more of a veteran in terms of play time because he's able to get through a season. So it would make sense, but then it's just going to make it's going to make
nice. But he missed a nice chunk. I want to say like 85 to 90% of his time.
Yeah,
that's why they brought Barham in. I think Barham is breathing down Overshown's neck. If and if let's say Overshown does have a good season because he's playing for a contract this year, they're probably gonna trade him and keep Barham to take his place, or they could, Or
it's an option. That injury stuff, man. We've held on to people for long amounts of times with injuries, man.
Like we did with Smith. I
didn't want to say Jalen, but you're right, man.
Yeah, it's a pipe dream, is what it is.
Yeah.
Well, at the end of the day, right? We're starting off. We got 91 men kills. They're at training camp. 53 of them are trying to get this check or nah. Injury's going to play into it. It's going to be unfortunate for some, like we talked about with Noah Fant trying to make the team. What did you hear anything out there about Noah Fant, or what was the mood out there about the injury or anything like that? Any buzz, Mike?
Yeah, actually, he was just over there standing on a crutch. I actually got a video of it because I didn't know who it was at first, and I thought it was Rashawn Gary because he had braids. But
Right.
it was.
Yeah.
I asked the dude over there. He said, "No, that's the tight end." So
Yeah,
No
it
offense.
so
was no offense.
it's a torn ACL and a partially torn MCL.
But what I'm
Um
hearing, he was probably going to get cut or be on special teams anyway.
yeah, well he played on special teams anyway.
Yeah. He was
Um
at tight end, right? Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
he was tight end. So
Yeah. So,
normally tight end TE4, which is what his position is, that's normally special teams.
We're going to see him
Um
anyway.
so it has to so his injury is scheduled for surgery in the upcoming weeks only because the swelling has to go down. So it wasn't a clean tear where it can be like an immediate immediate surgery on it. I did get some things. The Cowboys did claim tight end Zach Kuntz off of the waivers from the Raiders. Um, this,
man,
this week they also they did waive Charles Snowden and they signed offensive lineman Sebastian Gutierrez. Now he is our pathway player.
okay. International pathway.
He is our pathway player.
Interesting. Listen, I want to go back to something you were saying earlier, real quick, before we move forward. Let's not forget that Jerry can't buy a Super Bowl. Jerry can't buy us wins, but he can buy us some of the best doctors available for these situations. So I think what Jerry tends to do is he tends to lean on the fact that he's been paying really, really good doctors to keep around, to keep on the medical staff. And that's exactly why he keeps people for long periods of time fast, because he thinks he can rehab them into being non-injury people. And
That
I haven't seen it happen.
No joke.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's one of the 4 opponents every NFL team faces each week is that injury opponent. It strikes at the most perfect time, right? You know, it could change a conference, it could change a division, it could change the whole landscape of a team on a league. I mean, let's just talk about some current news. What about the damn Rams trying out Aaron Donald? Like, they getting ready to get that guy for real?
I don't need
I mean,
this.
and then also the Commanders, they went and signed Stephon Diggs. I mean, like, that's our own division stuff going on. Y'all let us know down in the comments below. I mean, how are y'all feeling about the latest moves? Let's talk about Diggs first in the division. I mean, talking about we got Neighbors up first, then we're going to have Diggs week 2 now.
I think anytime you have somebody who's trying to prove something, it's a dangerous situation, i.e. George Pickens. There's a it happens a lot in the league right now. That's the reason why moving on for a lot of people is not a big deal. It's usually a wake-up call. It's usually, hey, let's do this. But let's also be honest, Diggs has had a couple wake-up calls, and he still kind of always has something attached to him no matter where he goes. So who knows? Maybe he'll be, a gadget guy over there, or maybe they'll start him, try and get him in the top 3 out there. I don't know, but I'm not so scared about him.
For what it sounds like here, because I'm here in the area,
right?
He's going to line up opposite of Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna get Neighbors week 1 on Sunday Night Football in New York, and then we're gonna get the double dose of the Commanders with Diggs. Now, this is this defense ain't got no time to be playing around. It's good to hear some good health and stuff going on with our secretary, but
Bland being back to his pick itself is something I want to hear right now after realizing all this too. I mean, everyone gets better. We get better, but everyone else gets better too, man. Eric B says it every year, man. Everybody goes in the draft just like we do. Everybody does free agency moves. Maybe not us as much as other people, but everyone gets better. So we've got to get better.
Yeah. And as far as with Diggs, I've met him. He's a cool dude.
Oh no, it's on the field I'm worried about. I could care about what he does. I mean, on the field in our division is a problem.
Yeah, it's just when he and just like with Trayvon, when you get around the wrong crowd and not the best influences, it will suck you in. I wish him well. I hope he have a good season. I'll see him week 2 and week 18. To me, I just find it kind of funny because that whole family was raised Cowboy fans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but somebody said in there that Diggs is homesick. Shout out to Vondell Jackson, says Diggs was homesick. That's why he went back and signed.
No, I can't say he homesick because his whole family. So his mom's side of the family is from Montgomery County of the DMV. Yeah. His father, God rest his soul, is from the Delray area of Alexandria, Virginia. They grew up Cowboy fans. Yeah. And I can't say homesick because they home a lot, so
yeah. Well, Silver Slayer is killing the comments down there below. He says, I'm more concerned with Diggs than Donald because we don't want to see Donald twice. Thank goodness. Let's talk about Aaron Donald, Kels. You think he really gonna sign with the Rams?
We'll see. I mean, shoot, anything is possible. I mean, they own the rights to him. So
I mean, is it fair at that point to have Garrett and Donald? I mean, like, damn. I mean, you think, just think of who's going to match up on our offensive line against them guys. Let's talk about that. I don't know which one of them Tylers or Terrences is going to be one of them.
So
play your best, buddy.
If I'm not mistaken, I have to go back, but if memory serves me correct, Donald lines up on the right. So he mainly probably will be guarding half of BB and Guyton, possibly,
or Nate Thomas,
Tyler Smith, or Tyler Smith.
They're gonna have their work cut out for him, though. What's the buzz out there? Any buzz out there on the Donald situation? Because I know we got the Rams coming up in like a preseason practice or something, don't we?
Yeah, man. Aaron Donald is gonna play. He's strongly considering it, and he already did a tryout. I guess.
Yeah, with the Rams yesterday.
Yeah,
but the thing is, but it will all come down to what the front office is willing to give him.
Yeah,
that's what it comes down to.
But look, he's not really coming back for the money, though.
No, it's a contract-friendly deal. It'll be something simple.
I know that's kind of like an oxymoron, but for Donald to be, if Myles Garrett didn't come, there's no reason for Donald to be talking about.
I think it'll be $15 to $20 million for a year.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
That's what I'm.
I give it to Sean McVay and the Rams, man. Stan Kroenke, they don't fuck around. They say fuck them picks.
Mike is
and they go all in.
And that's where they at right now. And depending on what their salary cap is, the team friendly deal for Donald will be between 15 to 21 million.
Well, let's keep the conversation going, and let's just talk about our Dallas Cowboys. They will be up here in my backyard of the Pacific Northwest on the 15th of August, that Saturday, for the first preseason game against the Super Bowl defending champions. Will the Cowboys play the starters or not? Now, I know we all know this here, but for the sake of discussion, let's talk about this, Kels. Let's talk about this, Kels. Every season we go through this, and people are complaining why we don't play starters, and then there's people saying why we should play starters. What's your take on it from an Intel's position?
Okay, so if anyone caught the press conference, it was either Saturday or Monday. Shotty said that he will not be starting any of the starters during preseason. Caleb Downs is up in the air for discussion. I would have liked to see, if not all, then maybe half of the starters in the last preseason game, maybe like the first drive, just to see what it looks like. But then the only flip side to that is it's also opening up the playbook.
Yeah. They don't want to do that.
And they don't want to do that right now. So I'm kind of okay with them not doing it. And maybe that's the reason why it's up in the air about starting Caleb Downs, because that could also open up the Christian Parker's end of the playbook. So, but if anything, I would like to see the starters during the joint practices that we have.
Well, let me throw it to Bob. Bob, what do you have for the crowd of people that every time this year say Dak should play in the preseason because Dak is rusty and he comes out and he never does good? Why does Dak not play in the preseason? I ain't seen him since 2017.
Yeah, we don't want that to happen, man.
That's
Dak is the longer we get with this guy, the older he gets, the less you want your starting quarterback to be in a preseason game. Weird shit happens in games. You don't want it happening during a time where an exhibition game is going on. That's just not how it works. So not only that, it's all about evaluation for the second, third, fourth string players. It's an evaluation time. It's got zero to do with showing off our offense to people. We do not want to show our hands. We are not going to play Caleb Downs a lot, which makes sense because we don't want anyone to see what he can and do and what we're going to do with him. We want people to figure that out on the fly, and by the time they figure it out, hopefully he's in a different position. So there's a lot more strategy involved in why we don't play our starters during the preseason than there is the simple fact that we don't want them to get hurt. It's really that. It starts with don't want to get them hurt, but everything else as well. And Dak is not the dude you want to take it. Look, don't roll the dice on your starting quarterback. Anybody who thinks that's a good idea is crazy. A few downs maybe, or a series in a game, maybe, but you don't want him having to, scramble. You don't want any of that stuff going on because it's just injury for no real reason, and we don't need that.
Just let him have one snap, give the ball to Jaden Blue, and that's it.
I mean, for most people, it's a selfish thing. We want to see the starting players, regardless of whether it's in a preseason or not. So as a fan, I understand that, but we just can't do that.
Well, let's just talk about that. Let me throw the ball to Mike down there in Oxnard. Mike, I mean, we see some teams, don't know which one to reference, but a lot of them play their starters. I mean, is this just a Dallas thing? Is this an NFL-wide thing? Or what do you see from your perspective?
Yeah, I just think that Dak, they've seen where he comes in game one, and it's like he's never lost a beat. He's never lost a step. The past few years, like when he came off of his injury from his knee and came back his first game, he threw for like 400 and something yards and hadn't played ball in a year and a half. So I'm good with him not playing, man, because he gets plenty of practice time, and every time I've seen him come in, man, it looks like he hasn't lost a step, So,
Mike, I really can't hear you.
Yeah, if you could turn your mic up a little bit more, Mike, on the mic.
Yeah. 1 second. Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Sound a little bit better already. Shout out to Sterling tapping in. He says, in my opinion, the first couple of weeks are kind of preseason for the starters anyway. I mean, that's, I think, Kels, I'm going to throw the ball to you. I think that's why all the Dak haters seem to come for him like, well, Dak doesn't play in the preseason. That's why we suck the first 2 weeks of the season.
And that's the thing. And it's not and I'm going to be honest with you. I really don't entertain it. I really don't. It's not a Dallas thing because right now I'm looking at the game that is on the screen right now. The only starter I see is their first round pick, which is Jeremiah Love, but they're moving him in and out of certain drives, so they're not even using him in a full series. I don't see really any of the Cardinals.
No, I mean, Bryce Young, I think the quarterback for the Panthers, right? He was on the sidelines with no helmet and a mic on.
Yeah. So, and I don't see a lot of the Panthers starters. So, I mean, it's just the NFL thing. And the thing is, it's up to the organization whether or not if they want to do, have their starters start or not. It's just that the thing is, and like I said, we have an emotionally irrational fan base that is never satisfied.
Yeah. I mean, seems legit. I mean, but every year, this time of year, we always have the discussion because, I mean, we have no time to be messing around. And shout out to Sarah down there in the comments. I don't know. Every time I click on a comment, it moves us around. So that's not me trying to play peekaboo with y'all on the screens. That's some by default back there. But Sarah tapping in says, I approve the starters sitting out. Like I was telling Bob in the green room, Mike, I haven't seen, Dak in a preseason game since 17. I know he came in 16 when we drafted him and Tony got hurt, right? And then 17, I think he played one series. I was at the game at Levi Stadium when they played the Niners and they pulled him out. I think that's the last time we may have seen Dak in a preseason. When can you remember the last time you seen Dak in a preseason game, Mike?
He might have played a series or two, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I think that was 2017.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, can y'all recall another time you've seen Dak in a preseason game? I mean, for all of the people in the back, we want to say this very loud here for everybody. I mean, Bob, no,
not at all. No, I don't remember. I think honestly, at the very least, I would say that the first time he got injured might have been the last time we saw him play in preseason. I think the two theories probably coincide, and it might have happened before that. I'm just saying, after his first injury, where he was out, they probably were like, all right, we're not doing this anymore. This is not going to, and not that he was injury prone, just that this is just too sensitive for it to happen. We don't want him getting hurt in a preseason game. That makes no sense. Not to mention, we've been in such hardcore evaluation mode for years. Every year we've got somebody that's coming in to try and fill a gap that we've had. And it's always been, earth shattering every time it happens. So that's really why we have the starters don't really need to be playing in the games. We've got all these other folks that we're trying to evaluate. So getting your starters in there is just sort of like a death wish. You don't want that.
Yeah.
Kels, B-Mac says we have 2 controlled scrimmages. Now let's talk about that. Will we see some Dak and some of the starters in the scrimmages? Because I remember, I think CeeDee Lamb talking about last year's scrimmage against the Rams, saying, our defense was back there getting cooked by old Matt Stafford or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, are we going to see some of the starters in some of these, controlled scrimmages?
So those scrimmages, you'll definitely see the starters. Yes. But they will have the red jerseys on for quarterbacks on both teams. So you still won't be able to touch the quarterback. Yeah. But the line can go at it.
I like the black and white scrimmage, or the blue and white scrimmage. That's always one of my favorite games of the year. Just against our team against team. But
so they supposed to air the.
I think that's always in Texas for sure. But I always have to catch it online outside of Texas.
Yeah, I think they did it one time in Oxnard, but I know they go back. I know the first practices was only 2 practices in Frisco. That's August 25th and 26th. So they may have the blue and white on one of those games, on one of those 2 days.
Starters in the preseason, I'm not with it. A couple like running backs. There's a few positions I think you can play and be okay with a few series, but quarterbacks, wide receivers, stuff like that, like full contact positions, that's not something you want to play with in a preseason game. So I'm all right with them not starting at least Dak. We want to see Howell too, don't we? I mean,
let's talk about that. Great segue, because on the intro video you seen, we posted a video on BDG about the QB accuracy, throwing them into the nets.
Yep.
And QB2 Howell. I mean, let's talk about that, Kels. What is the intels are you hearing? Does it look like it might be Howell? Are we going to see maybe Howell if we don't see Dak in his first preseason game, or will we see a little bit more of Milton?
I think it's going to be a combine of both. See, they won't even come out with that until either the day before or the morning of the game.
Because if you ask me, I would think it would be Milton, because I'm looking at Howell as a legitimate backup. The guy's been a starter. I'm like, all right, Milton, is yours to go out there and do it. But we understand Howell need to get some work too, right?
Both of them do. I mean, it's a competition. I do think we might see more so of Milton maybe the first game, and then maybe the next game you'll see more of Howell, and then the then maybe the last game it will probably be a mix. Like one will do one half and the other will do the remaining half. So we'll see. But I do think it's probably going to be more so of Milton.
I don't see Milton beating out Howell for that position. Milton, to me, it seems like there's only like maybe 20 or 30% of the time he plays decent. Granted, he hasn't had a hell of a lot of chances to do this, but I just think overall when I watch him, I always feel like, ooh, he could be better. I've never once say, oh, he's good. But Howell, I think, is going to be almost a shoo-in for that second position. He just seems to be already on paper better than Milton and more apt to be able to start a game and have a win than Milton back there. I mean,
yeah, it's going
I
to be
just don't
interesting
have
to
a lot of
see.
trust.
It's going to be interesting to see it play out. And I want to get Mike on Mike's thoughts. What's your thought about the QB2 battle? Did you see anything out there? Are you hearing anything out there in Oxnard pertaining to this?
They had Milton at
Turn your mic back up.
It seems like they had Milton at the number 2 spot right now, and
Wow.
Hal is the 3rd string. I think Milton's got more talent, but he'll. Who knows, man? The other guy Sam Howell could probably run a game better. It's going to determine like who makes the least mistakes. I think, like throwing interceptions or making bonehead plays.
Yeah.
Milton's got to be on his game, man, and he can't just be throwing those darts whenever the guy's 10. He's got to put some touch on the ball, and hopefully, if he does that, he has a lot of potential. The guy's got a rocket on him, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely got a rocket. He was missing a net out there if you caught that video. But Kel Sanaya says, didn't Hal beat us? I remember you said Hal cooked us when he was with the Commanders, right?
I was there when it happened.
Oh, you was there. Tell us all about the killing.
I still have video. He murked us.
Was it more of him or was it more of the defense?
Well, here's my thing. It was the last game.
The season.
It was the last game of the season. We already had.
That's right. I remember now.
Yeah, we already had a seat in the wild card. But the thing is, Washington, that's like another home game.
I don't think Washington. I think Washington might be the second best team in the NFC this year, if you ask me. But I mean, that's a whole other discussion.
The NFC,
especially now with Diggs.
Even without Diggs, the NFC East is up for grabs. Anybody can get it.
I think it'll be the Cowboys and the Commanders in the top 2 spots. I don't know, but that's just me being biased, maybe because I'm a Cowboys fan. But it's interesting nonetheless, because Sam Howell did cook us, and I remember you did talk about us. So thank you, Anais, for bringing that up. Yeah, it's interesting to watch as this battle is going to be unfolding. And so if you got a question or comment for the crew.
Who's Clayton Thomas? You mean Clayton Adams?
Clayton with a K.
Clayton Adams. Yeah, he's talking about Clayton Adams. He's talking about the OC. He just said Clayton Thomas.
Oh, I don't know. It might be a split between him and Shoddy.
Yeah, I think Shoddy gonna keep control of that because I think his relationship with Dak, I think is the chemistry there with that. Nothing against Clayton Adams because I mean, shit, look what he did with Javonte Williams last season.
Yeah, I think the one thing I do appreciate that Shoddy did, like, he knew how to disseminate the ball so everybody can get a taste of it for his first year. So if he continue to do that for his sophomore year, but Clayton Adams, I like how him and Connor Riley work together with that offensive line. But I don't know if he's ready to give the playbook solely to Adams right now. I don't know.
It's going to be interesting. Let me ask you, Mike, for folks that may be going out to camp next week before camp shifts back to Texas, what is some advice you may have for folks showing up to camp for the first time out there that you noticed today?
Man, just the whole vibe, man, is just good, from the weather to the people. Everybody was super nice out there. And, if you've never been, you definitely need to come just to experience it and experience the city of Oxnard because it's not just about the camp itself, but it's just about the whole experience of being here. And
because you didn't have VIP tickets going out there, did you?
No, I didn't.
Talk about how you got the VIP tickets there.
So, the manager here offered them to me because they messed up on my room. They double charged me, and so I went down to complain a little bit. But
of course, I've been complaining too.
And so they refunded me some money, but it's going to take 3 to 5 days to come back on my card. But it was $4,000. Anyways, I was pretty upset about it, and so the lady said, "Well, I'll give you $100 in free food at the restaurant," and I was like, cool. And then about 20 minutes later, I'm in my car leaving, and she runs out there and she says, hey. we're not able to go to the camp today. I have 3 tickets for VIP. And I was like, man, really? And she goes, yeah, give me your phone number and I'll send them to you. So we went out there to the camp and got to go in there, man. It was a lot better than sitting in those bleachers, you know. So if you're
Yeah, no,
sitting in
I've
the
never been to the VIP because I don't want to pay that money. But I mean, sorry the way that you had to get it, but it sounds like you got a pretty good deal out of that. What was it like being in the VIP? Was there some perks over there?
yeah, so you're closer to the players and the owners, and like I was right there next to uh, the Joneses, and they were interviewing them right there where we were at is where they were interviewing Tyler Booker and Caleb Downs, and so that was pretty cool. They did not give any autographs today, which was crazy because they gave away a bunch of free footballs um, for people to get it signed,
Didn't
and
you get Stephen Jones's autograph?
that's the only one we got was Stephen Jones.
How'd you get it? How'd you manage to get that?
He just walked up there and did it for everybody. He just gave everybody autographs for
Oh,
about 5
okay.
minutes.
Well, that's
So I
pretty
thought that was
cool.
pretty nice. I got a little video of me talking to him, which is pretty cool. So yeah, it was just right there where all the action was. But it's hard to see the offense because the offense is playing on that far field, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So you really got to zoom in with your camera. Um,
Yeah.
I think they're doing that on purpose because they don't want, you know,
No, it's the 2 day. It's a 2 a day deal. They swap. So if you come one day, who you might want to see is on the other side. Then you have to come back the next day to try to see them on that side. They swap fields in position units and stuff. Like we had a lot of the offense when I was out there last year. Thankfully, because I got George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb with, wide receiver coach out there, Junior Adams, which was a great shot. But yeah, it's kind of hit or miss. But thank you for sharing that VIP experience. I'm sorry how that all came about, but I mean that's pretty cool that you got VIP out of it.
yeah, yep. Everything happens for a reason, you know.
I say if I go to Oxnard, y'all know how I am. I don't do public bathrooms. That's the only gripe that I have. But if
Yeah.
I go,
What they have out there in VIP, Mike? They have some porta potties out there. We're gonna
Uh,
drag
no,
Kales
I
to
don't
camp.
do porta potties. I don't do
no,
those.
I think they had an actual restroom and a real nice restrooms. Like they
Did they
weren't
have
just
some
like a
food to
regular.
come with the tickets? Did you get you some food,
Yeah,
some little finger foods?
they had food. They had like, like concessions, and then they had like a alcohol bar that had all the liquor and beer and
Yeah.
all that. And it's a tent, so you're inside of a tent instead of being out in the sun, which it's nice to be out in the sun here because you got the cool breeze coming in. Um,
Yeah, that's the only difference. Like I said, I'll pay. I think I saw the VIP was like between 100 and 150. But
Seems about
I
right.
was in for a rude awakening Saturday because this is my first time in years since I've been to a training camp. When I used to work for DC Parks and Rec, we will always go to Washington's, and when the Ravens came here, training camp, and we will take the kids there. Saturday, it was hot as crap at College Park. I was burning up. People
Mm.
was there taking their jerseys off, everything, trying to keep cool and everything. They putting the towels over their heads, whatever. So I know that if I do go to Oxnard, I will be chilling probably in the VIP section where there's a tent and probably some good AC in there. Yeah.
yeah, they had some portable ACs and fans and stuff in there, so it was nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Nice
see,
to
mean,
have
that's where
both.
I'll be.
I mean, I mean, I seen One Star One Family. Shout out to DJ Kai out there. He was on the sideline access a couple days ago, and Jerry was out there among the folks. He got a picture with him, so I thought that was pretty cool because I'd never seen Jerry over there. At least the 2 years I went there back to back, I didn't see Jerry over there. But shout out to DJ Kai. That was pretty cool. But getting back to football, Cowboys and Seahawks. What is one thing you're looking at going, Bob, into this first preseason game for the Dallas Cowboys?
Again, since it's really an evaluative situation, it's hard to see any real situations pop up. But I want to see some advancement from our corners. I want to see our safeties in our corners look a little bit better. We've improved our safety position. We still have the same corners plus a couple of younger and a couple of tradesmen kind of things. But I don't know. I'm feeling a little weary about our corners. I'd love to see Bland get back to his old school self. I don't know, post injury kind of weird things happen to people. So I'm looking for that defense to just look better. And honestly, I want to see Jaden Blue just do some things.
Yeah.
Kels, what's one thing you're looking at going into the Seahawks Super Bowl defending champions in the preseason game?
Bob basically hit the nail on the head. I'm definitely going to be looking at our secondary. We still need to address. I think we still need a cornerback. But with Elijah Clark, we don't know that situation because he went down the other day with the ankle injury. So I know he was limited today. But if he's not revved up by one of the preseason games, like, are we going to look into getting another safety off of the waiver wire, or are we going to move who I think we should out of the cornerback room, Reddy Stewart? I think we need to move him out.
Ready?
Yeah, and put him into the safety because he is a natural safety playing corner. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be looking at this secondary room, and also the pass rushing. That's one of the things that I need to see too. As far as
I mean, that makes the secondary look a lot better when we got some pass rush. But B-Max tapping in, he says, "Do y'all think Carson's going to take a step, Kels?" To my Kalen Carson.
We'll see. We'll see if that seatbelt is on or not. Yeah, we'll see. And also, middle back. We still need to. I still think we need to address the linebacker position too. I still think we need another linebacker.
It's going to be interesting to see it shape up. Mike on the mic. What's one thing you're looking at the Cowboys going into the Seahawks this weekend next weekend for the first preseason game?
I want to see the running back position. I want to see who comes out, and then I want to see who the 5th and 6th receivers are that they're trying to start out there. Is it going to be Mingo? Is it going to be the guy that they drafted, Smith?
Damn. I'm sorry.
Running back and wide receiver is who I'm interested in seeing. And then, of course, I want to see the defense and how they line up.
That's our old receiver. Yeah, I agree. But Mike, let me ask you a question from if you've seen it or not. Who you think might be this RB2?
Man, I don't know. There's a battle going on in there.
Heard.
Jadon Blue's probably looking like he's going to be RB2, but there's some other guys. Who was that other guy? I forgot his name.
You got Phil Maffa and you got Malik Davis back there still?
No, the other one. There was another guy. Is it Maraku? He had a really good.
We just got him.
I think it's Jaden Blues to lose, though. I think him coming in with a renewed spirit, saying all the right things, showing up at camp, looking prepared, getting the trust. I think it's his to lose, but I know Phil Maffa's a banger, but Javonte's a banger too, and I think that adds to Blue too as well because of his elusiveness and quickness, and then the banging of Javonte Williams because Javonte Bob, he loves some yak.
It's a bad boy. He showed out, man. I mean, again, it was a prove-it year for him too. It's weird. It's weird how that happens. Yeah. But again, things can happen with bruising running backs like that. Things can go wrong. Things can break down. And if it does go wrong, we at least want somebody to come in that can spell, that can do a good job. And we don't have that right now.
Yeah, and hold on. Israel.
Abanikanda. All right.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, I never heard of that name. A whole nother name I can't say on the Cowboys. Tito, Abigananda,
Abanikanda don't want.
We got him last season, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And he was on practice squad. Yeah, he's nice. Again. Israel Abanikanda, I like him. I like him a lot.
He's real swift.
But Mingo, Mingo's still going to stay on special teams.
Mingo just be hanging around. Yeah, I think that's the only thing that's been keeping him on the team. But the thing that I'll be looking at most against the Seattle Seahawks is, we already kind of touched on that a little bit, is the QB2 battle, between Sam Howell and, Joe Milton. It's interesting that you say coming out of camp that you think maybe Joe Milton might be having that edge and maybe Sam Howell is in that third spot. Maybe that's kind of reverse engineering, because maybe, like I'm saying, a guy coming in that's been a starter in this league, should be the QB2. They're going to make him earn it and show us that you can beat Joe Milton. But it's going to be interesting. I'll be watching that quarterback play. Why? Because Dak's going into his 11th season. And we all know, let's just keep it real here, right? The injury opponent is undefeated, and it's gotten Dak a couple times. And we don't want it to get any of our players, but should it strike, having somebody that can hold down the fort instead of trying to go find somebody to plug a hole is, from the ship leaking and sinking is a different thing. So I'll be paying attention to the QB2. So I'll be looking at Joe and Sam Howell.
Hey, BG, check this out. So 2 receivers for the Cardinals just made 2 big hits, and one of them being a touchdown. And these are our former wide receivers, Jalen Brooks and Simi Fehoko.
I always liked Simi. I thought he was pretty good.
Cowboys everywhere, huh? Yeah, we got to play these Cardinals too as well. Yeah, Mike, you got a little red on over there.
That's That's why I'm watching this to see if any of these dudes with the Cardinals is going to make the team. Right. Because and plus I want to see what these coaches are doing too as far as these schemes.
They finally got some points going on over there, because that first quarter looked like it was nothing.
Well,
it's a good Hall of Fame game.
I'll take Connor. If we do get a running back, they got a lot of them over there in Arizona. Jeremiah Love. Connor.
Yeah, then they drafted Jeremiah Love. Let's talk about that for the Cardinals right quick. Is who's going to be RB1 over there? I need to know for my fantasy football league. Like, who's starting?
It's going to be Jeremiah Love.
Is it going to be Love?
Women, is Connor still?
Because you got Connor, you got Love, and I think you got. Because Connor been over there holding it down for a while. I don't know. I know they drafted him. That must mean he on his way out.
They said they got Tyler Algier as their number 1, and then Jeremiah.
The old TD hawker from Atlanta, who used to always get them in Atlanta.
Yeah, so Algier, Jeremiah Love, Connor, and then they got that other guy too, Trey Benson, and a couple other guys I've never heard of. But you got Trey Benson, Algier, Connor, and Love.
So Connor's still going. So legit right now, Connor is probably going to be RB1. RB2 is going to be between Algier and Jeremiah Love.
But man, didn't they spend a first round pick on Jeremiah Love?
Well, right here, it's saying it's going to be Algier, and the latest news is Algier is number 1, Jeremiah Love is number 2, according to NBC Sports.
So where's Connor? Wait a minute, is Connor still?
I'm telling you, Connor has been work. He's the vet in the room, man. He's been holding it down the last 5 years or so. It seemed like in fantasy. I know Bob probably played him on a couple of his leagues.
For sure. When I played him.
When you play, that's what I'm saying. When you play,
the injury bug, man, got him. But yeah, he was good on fantasy football for sure.
For sure.
I mean, Clayton Adams was the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach over there, right? And then where he bring to Dallas, and we seen that with Javonte last year.
If Jadon Blue don't step up, they might bring him over. But
Vondale just said he's coming off an injury. And I've had Connor when he was with Pittsburgh on my fantasy team, because he was good in Pittsburgh, and I think they did him wrong, and they kept that stupid Le'Veon Bell, but that's another story for a whole different day.
Yeah, that whole crew with Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown. Just imagine what that locker room was like back in the day.
Oh gosh.
But anyway, so the Cowboys got the Seahawks up first, and so yours truly will be up here. There will be a watch party at the press box. It is a couple of blocks away from Lumen. So if you or know somebody that's coming up the Pacific Northwest, is going to be local Cowboy fan out here, you can pull up. Of course, there's still tickets left open to the game. I have an event already set up on my profile. I will share that in the comments below. Feel free to share that with folks out there. We want all Cowboy fans to come and connect. You know, in Arizona, One Star One Family is going to be out there with the Dallas Cowboy fans at the Arizona preseason game. So there's going to be some events coming up. And then we got, you know, Monday Night Football with the Big Three. We'll be back for Sunday Night Football where, like, we open up the show, you know, with the Giants first. We got Neighbors against this secondary, you know, and then we got, don't they got a tight end over there? Who's a tight end in New York? Because they got Scatterboo back and they got Malik Neighbors. They got a good tight end over there. Didn't he used to play for the Raiders? Is that guy that raps or no?
Oh God, I can't think his name.
But anyway, then you got the Commanders with now signing Diggs and Jalen, and you know, Philly's still gonna Philly. Like the East is gonna be a beast this year.
I'm telling
Yeah, it is.
The one thing I can say with the NFC East, like, and I've been following. We did good with free agency. Our division did good in free agency, and we did good in drafting. I was about to tell you, B-Mac just asked a real good question.
Yeah, you talking about that one right there? What's a fair expectation for this defense 1 through 32? What's fair to you then, Kels?
We ain't gonna be 32.
Well, I know that. I mean, fair for me is 15. I just said, can we get to the middle of the pack?
Yeah, fair.
If we can get to 16, I mean, if we'd have been 16 last season, we might have crept in. Bob, what's realistic for you 1 through 32?
I think going from bottom of the pack to middle of the pack is definitely possible. And we could have kept everybody we had last year and put Parker in, and we wouldn't have been what we were last year. So it was
the offense we know.
coaching.
The offense we know is going offense, right? I mean, Dak coming back talking about Gotti. That's a whole nother discussion. But we know Dak in that offense. We got everybody locked in. But
you don't get to have a good offense and a bad defense. It doesn't work out. You cannot make up.
I think middle of the pack, we're in the playoffs. Mike on the mic. What's your expectation 1 through 32 for this defense?
I think we'll get down the first of the season. I think we'll be like 20th, and then by the end of the season, I think we'll get to like 12th or 11th.
Yeah,
well, that's fair. If this offense is top 5 and that defense is in the middle of the pack, I mean, we're talking about capturing a division. I mean, the Cowboys have not made the playoffs in the last 2 years, and I know Quinnen Williams ain't never made the playoffs. So there's a lot of stuff with this Dallas Cowboys team. But these first 2 games, man. I don't do Cowboy. We ain't got no time to be playing around. We ain't got no time to be like, oh, we need a couple of games to do over and we're gonna get it right.
Yeah.
Hey,
before we go, I got a question. Oh yeah, Isaiah Likely. That's the tight end. That's with
Isaiah Likely. Yeah.
Yeah. Aren't we
Likely? Okay, yeah, Likely.
Yeah.
So Likely, my neighbors, like this defense, and you know Harbaugh's gonna try to chunk it on the Cowboys.
Yeah, exactly.
On Sunday Night Football, y'all already know Harbaugh with the shits.
I'll be there too.
Hello.
You'll be there too, right, Mike?
Yeah, I'll be boots on the ground, man.
Oh, we're gonna have to get you to tap back in with us on the show.
Yeah.
Which one?
Cowboys and Giants season opener. In
Oh,
New York.
okay, yeah.
I'm gonna be staying in Jersey, right across the river from Manhattan there.
Oh, okay.
Kind of close to the stadium. I'm only like 10 minutes from the stadium where I'm staying.
Okay, that's what's up. But look, I got a question. Okay, aren't we all glad that we took care of Javonte Williams' contract?
Yeah.
Oh, after today?
Man.
Yeah, for real. I was just talking. I was like, why didn't we talk about it? But again, everybody else making money is not a big thing for us because we always seem to match the market if we need to. So
yeah, it's only matters when our players are up for contract. Then it's we got to break the bank. But I mean, yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs got paid today. Kels, is that what you're talking about?
Man, Jonathan Taylor, Bijan Robinson.
Oh yeah, Bijan got paid too. Ooh, I can't wait to draft him.
And shout out to Nicole Lynn because she was handling some contracts.
Oh, that's your girl, huh?
I like her.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Nicole.
Shout out to Nicole getting them contracts done. Hey, I'm just happy because I'm like, let me ask y'all this: who's the quarterback in Atlanta? They got Tua over there now, Tua and Penix.
No, so I heard the before I signed in, they did the replay of the interview with Tua. It's a competition between him and Penix.
Man, I'm like, damn, Miami sent Tua to Atlanta and you got Penix, and then now what's it? Kirk Cousins is not there no more. Cousins is in Oakland or no Las Vegas now, right?
Yeah.
And so they drafted Fernando. It's all kind of quarterback roundabout stuff going on. Bob, was you aware of that?
Nope.
Yeah, Tua to Miami, and
to me it seems like Tua's. It might be kind of frustrated because if Penix is ready,
I like Penix.
By week 1 or
because he chunk it to Drake London. That's why I draft Drake London because he's gonna throw it to Drake London.
Yeah. So if he's ready to go by week 1, week 2, Tua is going to have a little hissy fit.
Tua needs to be back up anyway. He does not need to be starting anywhere. That dude's been smacked around worse than Aikman.
Go and show us them palm trees out there, Mike, on the mic. You can't creep out there or not? Oh, you got your camera off this. You got to set up the desk outside next time, man.
But my thing is,
hey, if y'all want to do another one tomorrow or the next day, I can set up outside.
All right, we'll talk about it. Go ahead, Kels. What was you saying?
Oh, no. What I was saying is that who keeps medically clearing him? And I'm not saying that to be funny.
I know.
Yeah, I'm looking at it as a health wise, because I've watched you concussed twice.
Yeah, and I've seen it happen too in a game. I mean,
where they had to medevac you.
Yeah.
Who is medically clearing him? Because I'm like, now you're looking at CTE type level.
Yep.
And God forbid it, and I'm not wishing nothing bad on him, but I'm just saying, like, if you keep doing this, then you could have a stroke at an early age.
It might be some pressure on the family to be like, man, you got to stay in the league, man. You got these bills to get paid. You better, figure it out. I mean, because there's that side of it too. But I get your discussion is like, yeah, who keeps clearing this guy?
He got paid. All his money is guaranteed.
Something else then. Well, Penix got his work cut out for him, though.
I don't even know if it's going to be a Good Morning Football next season, the way that they firing people.
Well, good thing is
it'd be great to be able to see that if I'm being honest, but I can't on account of how I don't have the NFL network.
Yeah, the NFL network. Right?
I mean, thank God for my uncle for coming in clutch, because he put his YouTube TV code.
Look at that. Got Mike working out the cramps over there. Look at him. He get ready to get back in the game. Look at him.
But Bob, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not missing.
I'm sore, man. I needed a massage.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, I know.
You're not.
All right, Robert Kraft. But anyway, that about wraps it up, man. We're gonna end it on that note. We appreciate you tapping in with us, Mike on the mic from Oxnard out of West Texas. Any words of wisdom before you get out of here? Definitely excited to have you tap back in with us on Sunday Night Football for week 1.
Man, I'm excited about week 1 going to New York. It's going to be phenomenal. So if y'all are in the New York area and y'all want to link up, let's do it. If you're out in Oxnard, I'm going to be here all the way until Wednesday. So I'm actually going to go to the Rams joint practice, which they're not going to have here in Oxnard. It's going to be about an hour away at the Rams facility. So I'll be going to the Rams facility for that.
Nice.
And I'm taking off on Wednesday. So basically here for a whole week. And
nice.
I'm excited about it.
That's what's up.
I just got to say, man, if anybody, whatever you put your mind to, you can do. You know what I'm saying? So that's my wisdom for the day. Whatever you put your mind to, whatever you put your energy into, you can manifest it in Jesus' name.
Let's go, baby. It's been the Big 3 with our special guest here. This has been the Hall of Fame game kickoff. I know we didn't watch much of the Hall of Fame game, but we didn't care about who was playing anyway. It's just the start of football season, and the big question here we wanted to talk about with y'all today was, are the Cowboys starters playing or not? But I think my experts, Kels and Bob, pretty much summed it up for us. So we appreciate y'all tapping in. Make sure y'all tap in on the next video. We'll be back. The Big 3. Kels, any words of wisdom before we get out of here?
Yeah, it's a shame that Everson Walls, Nate Newton,
Darren
Woodson, Doug Williams. It's a lot of them that's not in the Hall. They have definitely been robbed. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, that's on the Hall of Fame note. Bob, any Hall of Fame notes of wisdom before we get out of here?
Keep growing, baby.
All right, now. It's a big 3, baby. We are out. We'll see y'all in the gym on the next episode.
Peace.
Turn out the lights. The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.